Yes, children, please get ready with question answers of chapter 9. This is Australia chapter. Now, why is Australia referred to as an island continent? This we have already discussed. It's on page number 130. You can mark it. Since Australia is on a single landmass, it is sometimes referred to as an island continent. Okay, and you know very well it is surrounded by water from all the sides. You can also add in. Since Australia is on a single landmass, children, please note down. Since Australia is on a single landmass and is surrounded by water from all sides, it is known as island continent. Clear? This is page number 131. Latitudinal extent is given over here and longitudinal extent is given over here. So this is B part of the answer. Just mark it, latitudinal extent, this only you have to write. This is fourth B part. Next is name 2 World Heritage Sites present in the continent of Australia. Name 2 World Heritage Sites present in the continent of Australia. You can write down 2 World Heritage Sites. You can write down Uluru and the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef. Uluru and the Great Barrier Reef. This is answer number C part. What water body separates the island of Tasmania from the main continent? This answer is Bass Strait. B-A-S-S, Bass Strait. Next is, why is Australia called the land down under? Page 130. E part is, as Australia lies in the southern hemisphere, it is referred to as land down under. Please construct your own sentence, write in your own words. The concept is, Australia lies in the southern hemisphere. Therefore, it is known as the land down under. Next is, what is Uluru? So just come to page number 138. Uluru is another name. Start from here. Uluru is also known as Ayers Rock. Okay. This is 4F part. 4F part. Right. It is. Uluru is. You start from here, or you can start from here. Uluru is a sacred rock. You can write like this. Uluru is a sacred rock to Aboriginals which is 10 kilometers in circumference. It is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Just add this line to it. It is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So whatever the line I have underlined over here and have begun from here, this is 4F part. F part. Start from here. Uluru is a sacred rock to Aboriginals. You can add this also. It is also known as Ayers Rock. It is 10 kilometers in circumference and is listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now G part is list some animal species that are only found in Australia. Come to page number 148. 148 page number. So you can write down this. Australia has many unique animals like kangaroos, koalas, dingoes, platypus. Okay, you can add echidna also, which you have echidna, spelling E-C-H-I-D-N-A, echidnas. So this is 4G part. 4 GPAT. Next is, what is a marsupial? Page 142, 142 page. Now 4H, this is 4H part. Marsupial is a mammal. It's a mammal of an order whose members are born incompletely developed and typically carried and suckled in a pouch on the mother's belly. Okay, right up till here. This is 4H part. 4H part up till here. Next is, what do you understand by the term jackaroo? Page 146. Page 146 for jackaroo. Jackaroos are the laborers. Jackaroos are the laborers who look after the sheep. You can just write down, jackaroos are laborers who look after the sheep in a sheep station. Sheep station. This answer is 4I part. 4I part. Jackaroos are laborers who look after the sheep in a sheep station. Define outback. It's page 134. The vast remote interior of Australia. Next is, list the countries that are neighboring the Australian continent. This page number 130. Please come to page number 130. Here you find the neighboring countries include. This is 5A part. 5A part. You can just write from here up till here. Next, briefly explain the rain shadow effect. Page 141. Now, rain shadow effect is mentioned over here. An area having relatively little precipitation due to the effect of topographical barrier, especially a mountain range, that causes the prevailing winds to lose their moisture on the windward side, causing the leeward side to be dry. Up till here, this is rain shadow, and along with this, you have to draw the diagram. This diagram also is to be drawn along with this answer. So, this is 5B part. This 5B part. 5B part. Clear? Plus diagram. So, just write down here. For this rain shadow effect, you have to come to page number 141 where the definitions are given along with the diagram. Next is, what is an artesian basin? Briefly describe the Great Artesian Basin of Australia. Next is, what is an artesian basin? Briefly describe the Great Artesian Basin of Australia. Come to page number 137. When you come to page number 137. On page number 137, first half, the Great Artesian Basin is a vast underground rock formation filled with artesian water that extends across much of eastern Australia. It is also known as Great Australian Basin. Okay. Then come to the lower definition part. In artesian basin, a geological structure is a geological structure in which water is confined under pressure. Also, water from artesian well need not be extracted through a pump. So with this, after this, you have to come to this half. So 5C, the answer to 5C part is here up till here, and then continue this part. Next question is, children, give a brief description of the Eastern Highlands. It's on page number 134. Page 134. Children, this is 134 page for answer number D part. You write in points. First point is, Eastern Highlands is also known as, Great Dividing Range. First point. Second point, you write down the Great Dividing Range is a series of high plateaus and low mountains in eastern part of Australia. Third point, you write down, it shields the dry, hot interiors of Australia from the rain-bearing clouds from the Pacific Ocean. Up till here, how many points have written, you should write 3 points. So children, you write 3 points for this. Now next question is, what physical features are present in the Western Plateaus? Page 137. I repeat, it includes Great Sandy, Great Victoria and Gypsum Desert in the center. Okay, first point. Second is, the central part of this region seldom receives rain. Okay, up till rain. Then third point, it has permanent water holes. Fourth point, the terrain is flat, stony and sandy. And fifth point is, vegetation is sparse, mainly consisting of scrub or tussock grasses. Okay, and it has Uluru known as Ayers Rock. Just write up till here. That is 6th point. This is 6th point. This area has Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock. Okay, about 10 kilometers in circumference. So you can write 6 points here. Now next is, what is a monotreme? Name 2 monotremes that are found in Australia. This is in the definition, you can write yourself. Okay, so monotremes are, again the same page where the marsupials are given, page number 142 I suppose. Just write down what is a monotreme. It's on page number 142. Okay, and name 2 monotremes. You can write down Platypus and Echidna. Platypus and Echidna. I think in the definition you have both the names given. So you can just refer to the definition and note it down. Next is G part. Explain the process of sheep rearing that is practiced in Australia. This G part. Now this answer is on page number 146. Come to page 146. Come to this page 146. Over here, just write there. Sheep rearing is practiced widely in New South Wales, Western Australia, Victoria and South Australia. Okay, make it first point. Then climatic conditions around the Murray-Darling Basin are perfect for sheep rearing. Number 2 point. Okay, it's number 2 point. Then number 3rd point, you can write there. Sheep are reared. This is number 3 point. Sheep are reared in large farms called stations. Okay, and the jackaroos. This is number 4th point. Jackaroos are laborers who look after sheep. Okay, sheep are kept in fenced off areas called paddocks. Number 5th. So you can just write down 5 points enough for this answer. This is 5 G part. So you can write 5 G part over here. Okay, first point, second point, third point, fourth point, jackaroos are laborers who look after the sheep. And fifth point, the sheep are kept in fenced off areas called paddocks. Last question, children. Differentiate between temperate grassland and tropical grassland. Children, you can write the answer from here. Temperate grasslands are also called downs. They are located in Murray-Darling Basin in the interior. It has moderate temperatures and cool climate. This is about temperate grassland. Tropical grasslands are also called outbacks. They are towards the interior south and they have dry climate. Please underline this. Sorry, you can note down in your notebooks. So I hope you have understood. And children, in this chapter, map is equally important. Okay, we'll do the map work, both political and physical map. In political map, you will learn the states and capitals. And in the physical map, the various physical features are sorted out for you.